Good day and welcome to the Milton Keynes Business Channel. Today the program is about the top 5 marketing mistakes made by businesses in Milton Keynes and how to fix those. This show is put together by Milton Keynes Marketing, a digital marketing agency in Milton Keynes that I own. So, top 5 marketing mistakes and how to fix them. First of all, no clear marketing strategy. A lot of businesses just post randomly on social media, spam the Facebook groups, and that's their marketing strategy. Sometimes they hope for the best. They kind of bit here, a bit here, all a bit speculative, a bit like gambling, really. But the fix for that is to create a very simple marketing strategy, define your goals, pick your KPIs, pick a few channels initially that best suit your audience, and then build out a timeline for that strategy. Every basic marketing plan ensures consistency, brand alignment, and smarter spending. And if that sounds a little bit daunting, we offer strategy sessions and free consultations to help local businesses in Milton Keynes with that. The second biggest mistake that I see local businesses make is ignoring SEO. A lot of local businesses rely on word of mouth or referrals, but in the meantime, their competitors are showing up on Google and getting loads of new business on a regular basis. So the most basics of SEO are adding local keywords to your website titles and the URLs. Make sure your descriptions that show up in Google have those keywords in. Make sure your pages have lots of headers and are structured around your products and services and the locations that you're targeting. Make sure you have a Google My Business profile. It only takes 5 or 10 minutes to set up, and that shows up in the in the top right. So it's a big bit of space on Google. And make sure you regularly update your site with new content like news, blog posts, videos, brochures. If SEO isn't your thing, I've got a team of SEOs. I've been doing SEO for over 20 years myself. More than happy to help. Our rates are very competitive compared to some of the other local firms. The third biggest mistake I see local businesses make is a poor website user experience. So first impressions count, and most people make a decision in less than a second or within a few seconds when they land on a website. And unfortunately, a lot of businesses are letting their own business down when they could invest a few £100s, a few £1,000 to smarten up their site and make it look professional. So the critical things with a user experience on your website: it needs to be quick, it needs to be responsive. That means it renders properly whatever mobile device or tablet you're using. Make sure you've got your contact info on there, and make sure your messaging is clear. So really, how you fix this: you can compress images for faster loading speed and responsiveness. We've got a bunch of automation tools that do that. Sometimes I can fix a site, speed it up, and sort out all the technical issues in 10 or 15 minutes. If it's on WordPress, for example. And make sure your contact details are visible on every page. So every page you've got to have a call us, maybe a contact us form, free consultation, book a meeting, whatever it is. And make sure you test your site on a regular basis, because they go out of date. There's always new phones, operating systems, browsers are always updating. So the older your site is, the less responsive and fast it is. So websites need a bit of maintenance. So if you haven't updated your website in years, it's always worth getting an expert like my agency to have a look and update and refresh that for you. The other big mistake I see local businesses making Milton Keynes with their marketing is ignoring social proofing. So if you've got reviews, testimonials, case studies, they've got to be on the site. Sites without case studies, reviews and testimonials, they don't have much trust and credibility. So if you don't have those on your site already, you could be losing out on a lot of new business without even knowing it. So how to fix that: ask for reviews. If you do a good job for a customer, try and get a review. Google My Business is really the main place. But there are other sites as well, like Trustpilot, TripAdvisor, where you can get reviews. And make sure you display your testimonials on your website and also your socials if you can. And as for incoming leads, make sure you've got a CRM system, or at the very least a spreadsheet. So when leads do come in, your sales and marketing department is following up on those and closing and getting the most from it. But you don't really need a big budget. It's just a bit of consistency with social media and proofing. You just got to post good value content, hopefully that brings value to the user, and do that consistently. The fifth biggest mistake is I see companies try and do everything themselves. They read a few articles on Google and suddenly they're an expert in a particular field of digital marketing that might take years to learn. Like, for instance, SEO. It took me 5 or 10 years to get up to a fairly high level, but it took me another 10 years to get up to an adept, expert, master level. Nonetheless, I'm still learning every day in the world of digital marketing. So you've got to outsource it because it's best to get an expert to do it. I mean, if your electric's broke, you wouldn't suddenly watch a video on YouTube and go and start cranking your electric box trying to fix it. And the same goes with marketing. For instance, our agency is very competitive. I've got an offshore team, and we provide lower level strategic work for £10 an hour, ranging up to £50 an hour for my time, which is very competitive for someone with 20 plus years experience. And really, a good digital marketing agency pays for themselves. It's like, you give me 1,000, I'll turn that into 2,000, and I'll do that through new business. And the relationship with a digital marketing agency gets better as it goes along, as you build up more leads, more repeat business. The customers that you acquire, they refer, word of mouth, more business to you. So it just gets more profitable and profitable. Some of our clients end up having to move offices and get more staff because of the volumes of new business that we drive. So think about delegating when you can, and stick to what you know best, which is running your business efficiently. And think about outsourcing, because quite often we see people try and manage things themselves, and they read an article or watch a video, and they might, for instance, spend a couple of £1,000 on advertising, lose it all, and it's because they haven't done the setup right. So it's quite easy to lose money in the world of advertising. I mean, if every business in the country could spend £100 on advertising and turn it into 200, every business in the country would do it immediately, wouldn't they? So it's best to outsource to an expert, particularly a local expert. Shopping local is always good. Make sure you get reviews and testimonials from any digital marketing agency that you do choose to employ. So if you've made those mistakes before, you're not alone. They're incredibly common, but the good news is they're always very quickly, easily fixable in a cost-effective fashion. So I hope you've enjoyed our program today. We've got lots more similar digital marketing guides and strategy tutorials, etc. Do please have a look around the channel, and in the description you'll also find my contact details for our own digital marketing agency. We specialize in SEO, pay-per-click, social media, web design, creative, e-commerce, TV advertising, that type of thing. All the types of advertising that make the most money, basically. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed the show. Do please follow us for more interesting guides. And if you do want to outsource your marketing, our details are in the description below. Thanks again for your time.